welcome to the Shadow Valley Raceway and the start of the MX2 West Series. This first moto will be brought to you by Extreme Motocross Apparel. Sarah Monica with that 30 board up, Brian. She's got a little swagger going. I think the rain's coming down slightly, though. Things could get ugly.
It's actually starting to pour rain. Sarah Monica goes to 5, a big downhill shoot here. 40 riders. The outside looks like a good jump. Oh, but in comes, wow, great Davenport on that Suzuki, just stole it from 103 Hibbert. But Jimmy Nelson right there in tow gets the drive. Look at that, Trav, right into first.
Davenport with that royal distributing hole shot. Oh, got some contact. Riders down, yellow flags out. Looks like Hibbert might have gone down. There's beating the number 526, Kevin Earhart.
Good stuff, good eye there. That is 103 Hibbert down on the start. And in these muddy conditions, Travers, it is very hard to regroup and get back to the front of the pack.
Into the Yamaha camera, of course, Nelson out front. There's Davenport. And look at number 235, Ben Evans from Boise, Idaho.
An import, he's been loving this program on the airwaves, wanted to come up and give it a try, running right near the front of the pack. Contact in the back double, and you can see they can't even get the drive to jump that double. It's so slick. A tire choice, very critical here because it's a hard base underneath.
Oh, Brian, look at the contact here early between Davenport and Evans, and young 17-year-old Ben Evans with a great line on the outside. Davenport not giving up, though. High-speed section, Brian, coming to that double.
Well, Davenport turned heads last year, came up much like Evans did as a privateer on his own dime with his own Kawasaki, ended up riding well and got a shot at riding with the Richmond Cowie factory team. Hibbert down again. This is not going to help him or the Monster Energies team's hopes here in this 4-race series.
You better believe it, our top 5 riders real tight through the rhythm section. Look at number 20, Kyle Beaton on the outside. I love the drive. Look and go. Oh my goodness, is Beaton on the gas.
That is an aggressive, that is just determination right there. He's a young, brash kid. And those rollers there have been taking prisoners all weekend. Now with the mud, they're able to double. So actually a pretty good way to get through
out of the valley. But this section is gross and sloppy. There's Urquhart 545. Davenport falling back to 4th, and Ben Evans still in 2nd.
This Urquhart kid out of nowhere riding really well. Davenport did have a big slide out bobble that lap to lose those positions. Nice like Evans, right? 17 years old, and he is a really nice kid. He's a hard worker. He's an honored student. I tell you, his parents are really proud of him. But motocross right now is his life.
Did you see the way the ruts were developing on the inside? Evans goes outside with a real smooth line, carrying a lot of speed. Right now, this is the battle for 4th. Urquhart, Davenport, look at the... Oh! Davenport just about off the bike, and he doesn't make that double jump right off the side of the track.
Well, that's legal as long as no positions change and you get back on the track safely right away. Hibbert rolling around this track big time, passing guys left, right, and center. Trav, he's up to just outside the top 20.
He does not have to panic, Brian. This is a long moto, and he's got to think about getting points because it is a short series. You're right. He is on the gas large. And look at this, number 32, Eric Nye, who did not get a great start, is starting to move through the pack, and he looks like he's just inside the top 10.
See riders on this track going off all over the place, on the infield, on the grass. They get skittered off. You see, they're racing right now. This is the battle for 2nd, and they're pushing so hard. And when you push this hard in these conditions, it's easy to get drifted off the track or a little cross-rutted. Right now, though, Trav, Jimmy Nelson riding the wheels off this Blackfoot Direct Yamaha. They're getting sponsored by Fox as well. He's a class of the field pulling away.
Number 43, that's Andrew Blinn off to the side of the track, having some problems. And you're right, Jimmy Nelson, super fast in practice yesterday. Last year on this track, he was untouchable. But look at Evans closing the gap, and there's Kyle Beaton in 3rd.
Beaton making up all kinds of ground that last lap on Evans. Evans in trouble, coming down these long hills. The ruts are starting to form, but the ruts are crisscrossing and just tossing the bikes everywhere. Oh, a big problem for Dustin Hayes. He just parks himself as Maffenmeyer gets by. This is 14th place, and the guy's battling hard right through the field.
And there goes Enduro rider Corey Graffender, who's on the KTM looking good. Okay, Brian, into the big sweeper section. Still carrying a lot of speed, but it's very slick, and you see the ruts developing, coming into the rollers. Evans on the outside, Kyle Beaton on the inside with some great drive. Whoa, Evans with the look over. That is trouble, Brian. That is big trouble. Kyle Beaton with the crossover. Very experienced move for that young rider. Talent.
Unbelievable. That is where he set up his last pass on the outside all the way around. He saw that Evans was blocking the outside. What did Beaton do? He just let off for a sec, tucked in, and just opened the throttle wide, made the pass. A very aggressive move. Right now, Evans and Beaton are still going back and forth. Travers back and forth for second place. They are side by side here.
Look at the size of the ruts down there, causing a lot of problems. Brian, you talked about the valleys collecting a lot of water. It's super slick down there, and the ruts are going inside, outside. Kyle Beaton maintaining second place. Look at number 103. That's Tucker Hibbert on that Monster Energy Kawasaki on the outside of Eric Nye. He's into 5th place. He has been slicing and dicing through the pack. He is now in a point position.
Without